Who are you?
Hi, I'm Brandon. I played Adamancipator today. I got third.
Any shoutouts?
Probably my good friend Alex, Chris recording. That's probably it.
GalaxyBusterTCG.
GalaxyBusterTCG, obviously. Like, why would I forget?
What'd you win?
I won 2 packs, pulled a Fusion Destiny out of it. Pretty good.
Go! Look at that mat, too.
Woo!
21 people today.
Good old SpongeBob.
Why do you play Adamancipator?
I've been playing it since it was tier 0, and when it got hit, I'm just too stubborn to buy another deck. So it's basically just, and poor, yeah. And I've just been riding it out for as long as I could.
Hashtag McDonald's.
We got there.
Let's see what you played, huh?
Make sure to shout out the governor for the deck. Shout out to Whitmer.
That we can edit that out.
The Adamancipator cards, I play the three researchers, obviously. This one's probably the best one to draw into because you can normal summon any rock monster and you get a free special summon off of her. And obviously you get this Excavate 5 in the special summon. And I play the 3 analyzers and the 3 seekers. Seeker's pretty good. It's also pretty good if you already have an Adamancipator out because you can special summon this and Excavate 5. This one, going turn 2, having this in your hand really helps because it's a free special summon if your opponent has a monster out. It's also an Excavate 5.
Rock and roll. And research is really cool when you get in the beer root and have that rock token and just summon, add research and keep going, right?
Yeah, it's great. I also play the 2 Dragites, Crystal. It's pretty good Excavate because it's a free draw one if you special it.
Is there any reason why you only played that one and not green or red?
Because green and red's effects suck.
Okay, fair enough.
What's the blue do?
Blue, special summon, you draw one. Like, also it helps if you got Dragite and you want to spell and trap negate because you'll have water in the grave.
And you can stack when it's secret, right?
Yeah.
Stack when it's secret. All right, perfect.
Then I obviously run the 3 Adamancipator signs, just a free Monster Reborn, especially when you're just running rock monsters the whole time.
Card you always draw.
Yeah, rock and roll out.
Also, an interesting combo I go for is if I have Raptide out and I haven't seen one of my Adamancipator monsters, I will activate this and special summon Adamancipator from grave, and then you can stack the deck with the Adamancipator monster you haven't seen yet. And it's pretty good because Raptide doesn't have the restriction of it can be a tuner. So, because with the regular ones, you can't summon tuners. Raptides allows you to special summon tuners.
Cool.
And then I run
some more rocks.
All the excavates that you need. You got the 3 supplier, 3 guardian, and the 3 Doki Doki. A lot of people say cut the Doki Doki to 2. I'd leave it at 3 because if I don't draw into an Adamancipator monster, I'll draw into a Doki Doki to get one. But then you'll get ashed and then you just want to cry. So.
And it's like you're playing only 2 Doki Doki anyways.
What's the middle one do?
Middle one, if you send a rock monster to graveyard that isn't on... Hold that. Middle one, if Josh calls again, answer him. Middle one, if you have it in hand and you send a rock monster from field to grave, you can special summon it from hand if long of it isn't in the battle phase. So, and then if you special them, you can add a guardian to hand, which does help if you've got Dragoon and you're about to use all your hands and you need the Dragoon negate. Guardian is the best excavate to have if you're in game 2 because your opponent will probably have a nib in hand, and this is a negate for you.
You prioritize Guardian when you're milling?
I definitely prioritize Guardian if I'm 90% sure he has a nib, which is mostly every turn 2 he has a nib.
Shout out to Live Twins.
And then the only thing that's keeping this deck relevant is the Print Kids package. I got the 3 Roxy's and the 1 Dropsies. It's pretty simple. Normal summon, link it off. Dropsies helps also, especially me running a Predaplant Verte, because this helps it where instead of going down to 6,000, I only go down to 7,000.
Not the red one to burn for game?
No, because as you'll see later, I run Dark Ruler no more, and I can't activate that effect if I activate Dark Ruler. So, and then the 2 Parallel Exceeds, pretty simple. Link off, summon this, go into your Gallant Grey Knight, add another Adamancipator to hand.
Why don't you play 3?
3 because when I was running 3, I drew into 2 copies all the time, and I was like, I bricked so much running 3, so I just stuck with 2, and it's been working out ever since.
Perfect. And it's a win for a Raptor.
Yeah. Then the only target for health that makes sense is the Plague Spreader Zombie. Simple synchro summon, bring it back, and go synchro summon again if you got more, if you got material.
Not the Red Rose package?
No, I just prefer keeping it simple. So.
Keeping it fun and simple.
Yeah. And then the budget, Forbidden Droplets. Got the 3 Dark Ruler No Mores. Pretty simple. A lot of decks right now don't really run that much back row. Activate this, negate everything they have, destroy their board. Like,
Did you ever want to play Chalice for like the Scythe locks that have been going around?
I've been thinking about it. Like I've been thinking about putting it in my side deck, especially with Scythe. Like,
So far, when you get Scythe, you just cry, right?
yeah, I just cry. 1 Harpy Feather Duster.
Back row.
Back row, definitely. Then I run 3 Ash Blossoms. Pretty simple. Thinking about switching them out for Effect Veilers or Ghost Ogres, I'm not sure though.
Ogre's pretty good this format,
Yeah.
but I feel like if you need another hand trap to go with it.
And then one of the best parts about this deck is the Dragoon package.
Shout out to Antoine.
Is that
Simple.
your favorite Dark Magician art?
I'd probably like.
Yuck.
It's pretty simple. Go for Dragoon, and then if you have Appaloosa out there, you'll probably have around 6 Monster Negates, 2 Omni Negates with Blob Dragon.
That's a lot.
Then for my extra deck, on the 1 Gallon Granite, pretty simple. You brick, you can get 2 level 4s out, add an Adamancipator from deck to hand. Then the Raptite. Raptite's pretty simple too. It's when you summon this, you can excavate 5, and it doesn't have the tuner limit, which really helps because you want to see your other Adamancipator monsters on this summon because then it'll get you more excavates.
Yeah, milling like a researcher or like one of the miners off, it's like 2 or 5 guns.
Yeah. Leonite, I normally don't go for Leonite unless I am like low on cards and I have not seen a sign at all, and I know for a fact I'm going to hit a sign.
What's
in
he
the next
do?
5? You can excavate 5, add 1 Adamancipator card from deck to hand, which means you want to see signs with this because it'll help you extend even more.
So you keep track of like everything that you mill, everything you excavate, and like you have a priority in your head of what's left in your deck?
If I see a signs, I try to keep priority of like how high it's going up there. Like, so. Dragite, it's a spell and trap negate if you have a water engrave. Also, this destroys so many boards because you just target like. What you do is when you activate, you can reveal 5 cards. For every rock monster you reveal, you can return a card your opponent controls to hand.
What's a target?
No, it does not target at all. That's why it's a really good card.
Sheesh!
I beat Alex in our practice duel doing it.
Bounce my trouble, Sonny.
Crystal Wing, pretty simple. Another monster negate out there. Like if you can go for it, go for it. Like, and this card, you probably go for it every game if you can because it's an Omni negate and it's Moral Load Savage and it's a 4,000 beater if you equip the right Link monster to it. So what I do is like what I normally will do is go Prank Kids combo, and then if I can, link off the Doodle Doodle Doo and then go for Moral Load because I like him being at 4,000 and having 2 negates.
You're such a cool guy.
If you don't ever see your Quackimiro, go for Herald. This stops Nib, and it's pretty.
And you can't droplets because it banishes all the cards in hand.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty good.
For my Link 4s, I run the German Access Code Talker.
Shout out to Germany.
Yep. It's pretty simple. Go. This has won me so many games going turn 2.
It goes burr.
Burr, yep. Just summon it, banish all your Link monsters you just used, and just destroy their whole field.
Skillful.
Then Appaloosa. With this deck, you'll always end with either a 3 or 4 negate Appaloosa, so it's pretty good. Like,
It's a lot of negates.
if I know for a fact that my opponent doesn't have anything that can get over this, I'll just drain through all my negates and not care. Like, obviously, you won the 1 Hulk. It's a pretty good extender. Because you could special summon sooner, go for the Plague Spreader, synchro the Plague Spreader, bring the Plague Spreader back. Like, Predaplant. It's mandatory with this deck because you got to get Dragoon out there somehow. Like.
Hashtag Dragoon.
And then, obviously, I run the Meow Meow and the Doodle Doodle Doo.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yep. It's pretty good. It's pretty, like I said, prank kids is basically keeping the deck duct taped together. It's pretty good because like,
Duct taped together. It's the duct tape that holds it together.
because like I said, you can because like I said, you can get even if you break, you can get, and if you draw into one of your prank kids, you at least end with a Doodle Doodle and a Roxy's out there. One Unicorn. I normally don't go for this unless it's like I'm like I'm really deep into a match and like I just need to get something off the field.
Spot removal.
Yeah.
Access
And
code
obviously,
talker.
best card in the deck, Dragoon.
Man, this channel just loves Dragoon, bro. It's like every deck profile in our channel. Oh, Dragoon, I just summoned Dragoon.
It's pretty simple. You just summon it. You got the negate. You got the 4,000 beater. Can't be destroyed or targeted by card effects. It's a pretty simple card.
At the end of that, you try to play through it, you just pop everything on your turn.
Rock and roll. Let's see the side deck. I'm sure it's terrible.
It's pretty simple. Side deck. You run the 3 Cosmics. Any back row deck will hate you. Just banish.
Sight.
Yeah, 100% use this on Scythe. For hand traps, I run for the extra deck hand traps, I run the 3 Droll, 3 Ghost Spells, and the 3 Nibs. Right now, I've only sided deck in Nib, and it has come MVP a lot. I have broken a lot of boards with Nib and then gone full combo next turn in one game.
Woo!
Andy's a rock.
Rocks
Andy's
are
a
pretty
rock.
good.
It just the deck comes all around. And then for the last, I just run the Kaiju.
That's not a rock.
It's a turtle. It's close enough.
They like sitting on rocks.
And then it's pretty simple. Like your opponent got an Omni Negate out there, and you got one Adamancipator. You draw into this, get rid of it.
So what's your normal end board with this deck?
Normally I have ended with it'll probably be an app with 3 negates, a Dragoon, and a Block Dragon with Doodle Doodle attached to it.
No Guardian?
If I can end with Guardian, I will. Sometimes I can't because I gotta get rid of them, like for other stuff.
Sheesh.
That is nobody. What the hell? Okay, whatever.
Anything else you want to say before we take off?
Rock's best deck. That's pretty much it.
You
Like,
love rocks?
yeah.
Rocks. Rocks, rocks, rocks. All right, take care, guys.